Joining us now for a Kudlow face-off, Brad Woodhouse, Communications Director at the Democratic National Committee, and Sean Spicer from the Republican National Committee. Gentlemen, welcome. Let me begin with you, Brad.
Sure.
Here you have one of the most prominent Democrats in the country, a black American mayor of Newark, saying that the ad is nauseating. How do you react to that?
Well, first of all, I would say a more prominent surrogate for this is the president himself. I mean, Mayor Booker's an outstanding mayor. He made a mistake. He recognized that. He agrees, as the president said today, that look, if you have a resume that you're running for president on, that resume is going to be examined. I mean, Mitt Romney would have you believe that his record shouldn't be examined in running for president. His record is going to be examined. The good of it, he's going to talk about. The bad of it, or what we think is the real record, is what we're going to talk about. And so
all right, Sean.
It's absolutely fair game.
All right. Well, that would seem to be correct. So, Sean Spicer, what's the problem with analyzing Romney's Bain experience?
Well, there isn't a problem. I mean, look at the totality of it. You take a company like Staples, Bright Horizons, Sports Authority, Steel Dynamics. They created hundreds of thousands of, over 100,000 jobs. I think when you look at what Governor Romney has said, he said when we went in, we looked at companies, we tried to make them successful. In some cases, not all of them were able to succeed. A lot of them did, and a lot of them turned around and did very, very well, both in terms of overall and in terms of job creation. But what I think is interesting is, A, they don't want to talk about the totality of the record, but B, let's look at the president's own resume. Let's look at job creation under this president. Let's look at debt and deficit. Let's look at loans, picking in winners and losers like Solyndra and green energy that has been an astronomical failure for the taxpayer and in terms of jobs. So I think that what you're seeing on the Democratic side is they want to attack free enterprise. They want to attack cherry-pick certain pieces of a business. The bottom line is the president, Mitt Romney, has years of private sector experience and has been successful at every turn.
Hey, all right, Dennis, so Brad, wait, Brad, what do you say to that, though, this argument that, in fact, the president or the Democratic Party really are attacking free enterprise? Isn't it the task of a company like Bain to make companies profitable so that its holders, the people who have it, like unions and others who have pension plans there, make money?
Well, let me say this. No one's attacking free enterprise. Heck, Dennis, the free enterprise system in America is a heck of a lot better shape than it was left to us by a Republican president. But let me say this. They like to point out Staples and Sports Authority and this other steel company where they were minority investors. Heck, this Steel Dynamics, the county that Steel Dynamics is in, put more money into that company than Bain Capital did. But these other instances where they came in and took over the entire company, they came in and took over GST Steel. They came in and took over AMPAD. They fired employees. In the case of AMPAD, they hired them back at a lower salary. They hired them back at fewer benefits. They eventually fired them all together. And here's the issue, Dennis. The American people understand, why does it qualify you to be president that you walked away with $100 million while the employees walked away with nothing? They walked away with no job and no benefits. Explain why that qualifies you to be president, and maybe you'll get there. What we're saying is we don't think it does.
Sean, why does this explain why he should be president?
Here's the funny thing, Dennis. The one thing that I have a similar question in terms of government. You look at an agency like GSA that wastes thousands of dollars, millions of dollars of taxpayer money. Where's the accountability? Where's the leadership at the top? You look at NOAA, the National Oceanic Administration, who was trying to go out and hire magicians with taxpayer money. Where's the accountability there? When you look at the leadership on this job in terms of running this government, running agencies, you see the agencies running amok. You see taxpayer money being used for companies like Solyndra and other green energy companies that is just getting thrown out the window to political contributors and top bundlers for the Obama campaign. And so when you look at the totality of the two records, I would take Mitt Romney every day of the week.
Well, all right, gentlemen, we got to leave it at that. I want to thank you, Brad Woodhouse and Sean Spicer, and let the American people decide, and I think they will wisely. Up next, Iran.